Hello again, friends. Ed Harold, your fearless leader, here for another Breath Awareness Health class. So let's begin. Slide the chair back. Give yourself a little space. Relax your body. First start by activating the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve, 10th cranial nerve, intervenes down through C5, C6, comes through the heart and lungs, pierces the diaphragm, and has 10 tentacles that go into the gastrointestinal organs to keep those organs functioning at an optimal level. Alkalinity, relaxation, serotonin, dopamine, smooth elimination, a lot of vitality. So the vagus nerve is just key to stalling aging in the body. And when we can stall aging in the body, we have more creativity, intuition, going with our gut in the brain and the mind. Ocean sounding breath. For those of you who are not an expert at it, you need to master this technique immediately. Bring the right hand up to your face, exhale through your mouth, and allow a sound to form as if you're trying to fog a mirror. Identify with your brain where that sound is coming from in your throat. One more. So it's behind your Adam's apple, next to your larynx and pharynx, at the top of the windpipe. Now bring that right hand down. Sit up tall in your mind. And as you inhale and exhale, I want you to contract the area that your brain just identified by making that sound with that mouth exhale. And I want you to start to valve the air on the inhale and exhale, creating a filtration device, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, for what you're bringing in and what you're allowing back out into the field. And start to drop into this moment as you perceive it. Most folks just teach it. If they do teach it, they just teach it on the exhale. It's great. I want us to achieve it on the inhale. Why not? It slows the inhale down. And when we can bring parasympathetic activity to something which is organically sympathetic or heating, it lives longer. It is cooler. It is more sustainable. There's more endurance there. Everything we need during these challenging times on Mother Earth. Eyes and jaw need to be completely relaxed. Teeth separated a fraction of an inch. Top of the tongue resting on the upper palate. Crown of the head extending towards the sky. And the shoulder blades are backing down away from the earlobes, opening the heart channel. Make sure if you're seated, you're on the front of your sitting bones. Press your heels down. Let the ball joint and toe pads rest on the earth. And then just imagine you can lift the arch of the foot, the space between the heel plate and the ball joint, up underneath the bottom of your foot. And see if things don't come into balance on any level that you're working at. Does it become more efficient? Is it easier on the mind and body? Ocean sound, smooth breathing. Just begin to stretch that lung tissue on the inhale. You'll feel the diaphragm push down, supporting lower body function and patterns of movement. You'll feel a relaxation response in the enteric nervous system of the belly. You'll feel the air move into the lower lobes of the lungs and the floating ribs pull down towards your liver and your stomach. And as the inhale evolves and more volume of air moves into the lungs, you'll feel the ribs expand like the gills of a fish, and you'll feel rib 1 and 2 lift towards the collarbone. That's a great inhale. Practice that and you'll live long and you'll be happy. If you want, when you feel the inhale is complete, see if you can continue to inhale and just keep bringing fresh air spiraling into those top nerve receptors of the lungs where the sympathetic nerve endings are. And see if you don't get a little mild cardio from that. I love that feeling. Notice we're paying attention to details, but we're not straining. As that inhale evolves, really feel this upper chest area expand out and east and west. There's a lot of lymphatic drains in this area. There's lymphatic drains in the throat area that receive the power of that inhale. And super important for the lymphatic system because we need to create movement for the lymphatic system to work. It's not connected to the heart per se where there's a pump there. So it's not getting the pumping energy of the heart that the atrial and the venous circulatory system get. So just that little stretch there, because the lymphatic system is a key system to being healthy. You ready to work on this exhale? So bring your mental attention to your process of giving back, of trusting that there's going to be another inhale for me, trusting our life at the most foundational level. On the exhale is where we give back. We give back thoughts that don't work for us. We give back material things that we no longer use. We give those to others. We lighten what we're carrying. We don't require as much from the physical universe. So on that exhale, give back. Focus on these abdominal muscles and really try to pinpoint the muscles that you're using for exhale at any given point of the exhale, from the initiation to the center of the exhale to the end of the exhale. You've got the valve in the throat. You've got the switch here, which controls the length, depth, pace of exhale. And you've got these abdominal muscles. And you just, in this particular experience, you just want to gently fire the nerve endings of these muscles that are going to pull them back onto your GI tract organs as gently and as completely as possible. And this is like art. Now see right at the end of the exhale, right here in the abdomen area, can you sense or can you activate at the base of your exhale, the last 15%, can you just lift those ribs ever so slightly without lifting your shoulders? And notice the suction and pressure and cleanse that we get in this upper abdomen, the energy that's there. It's very dynamic. So in that last little bit of your exhale, my invitation is, as these muscles pull back to their final contraction for that exhale, lift the ribs gently away from the hips and focus your attention right here in the upper abdomen area. Just relax into it. Notice there's a lot of energy there, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. So just that opening little breath awareness centering, super powerful. Ocean sounding breath. Focus on diaphragmatic breathing through your nose where the lungs are fully expanded and complete, and fully deflating the lungs, calming down and lifting the ribs away from the hips, practicing this consciously as much as you can and see if your life doesn't change almost instantaneously in regard to how you talk to yourself internally, how you perceive yourself, the visualizations that you're using, the concepts of what you're using, and also who you're in contact with in the external world, not being triggered into their version of any part of life, staying congruent with your vision of how you want life to unfold. Let's twist the spine. I have my right hand on my right knee. I have my left hand out front. I inhale the left thumb around. I twist as far as I can, and then I bring the left hand back to the left leg and bring it down. I bring the right hand up. I follow the right thumb around. I rotate my spine, and then I exhale the right hand back. If you wanted to make it a little more challenging or the twist a little more dynamic, bring the right hand over to the left leg. Take the left hand out front, and then notice as you twist, it's a little deeper twist. It's a little harder to breathe. And then rotate back, release the right hand, bring the left hand over to the right knee, and then take the right arm around. Great kidney hit here. Wonderful for thoracic spine. And bring the right hand back. If I wanted to go a little deeper, what I could do here is take the same methodology. I'm just going to go down to the ankles. I'll bring the right hand down onto my right ankle, and I'll wrap it up. I'll take the left hand, and I'll just twist it behind. I'll bring the left hand down onto the left ankle, and I'll take the right hand back, and I'll twist there. And then I'll come back. I'll bring the right hand over to the left ankle, and then I'll take the left arm out to the side, and I'll just twist it up. And then I'll bring the left hand over to the right ankle, and then I'll bring the right arm up. And then I'll come back. It's a real simple routine. Gets so much done for health. Gut health is huge. If we're not healthy in the belly, everything else becomes polluted. So I'm a big believer in twisting from a health standpoint. From a fitness standpoint, most of the movements we're doing are forward. So twisting in fitness is huge because we become more aware of becoming more efficient moving forward by twisting the body, and the somatic effects of moving nerve endings from twisting. You'll become more efficient, more aware of how you move forward. And from a corporate standpoint, a thinking standpoint, a business standpoint, when you twist the body, it also, to some degree, twists the two prefrontal lobe and activates the corpus callosum, which is a series of matted nerves that separates the two prefrontal lobes. Now, this is only physically in the forebrain area, but we know energetically it runs completely down the center frame of the body and separates it into two, where the DNA animates ourselves from lower right to upper left and lower left, upper right. Remember, it's a double helix. So whatever happens in the lower right, the major recoil will be in the lower left, and that'll echo up into the right brain. And then you have the lower left that works with the upper right, which will trigger the left prefrontal cortex. And unlocking thought in this particular X fashion, there's a lot less drama. You can manifest so much faster with less heartbeats, less excessive thinking, and stay grounded. So think about twisting as just something you can do all the time to reboot the mind and body. Next technique, ocean sound. Sweep the arms out and up and open the chest, open the shoulders. Interlace the fingers, hold the breath in, and lift the ribs away from the hips. Exhale the hands out to the side. Bring the hands, palms down on the thighs. Hold the breath out and push the thoracic diaphragm down. Draw the pelvic diaphragm up. Let those meet behind your navel. And then another round. Inhale, sweep up. Lace, lift. Draw the diaphragm up. Press the feet down like you're going to stand up and lengthen the spine. Get some space between the discs. Exhale slowly with an ocean sound. Drop those shoulders. Release the upper back. Hands will come down. Hold the breath out, push down, and lift the pelvic floor up. Beautiful. One more. Make space. Push down, draw up. Meditative breath. Steady the body and the mind will follow. When the body is unsteady, the mind will be unsteady. Use your inhale. Stabilize the connection you have with your feet to our home planet in this body. Be on the front of your sitting bones with space between the pelvic floor and the ribs. Shoulder blades back and down. And just let your breath move down on the inhale, up on the exhale, down on the inhale, up on the exhale. So imagine yourself, you're in a beautiful column of white light that can never be polluted, that can never be distorted, that cannot be affected by the sins of the flesh. See what I mean? When we calm this body, the mind will follow. And the breath is a huge tool in your toolbox to allow you to steady the body so that the mind is free of distraction, distortion, mistruths. Let's come up to standing and get to a great rib opener. So, I'm going to get into here. As I get into here, it makes it really easy for me to breathe later today. My feet are going to come together. And I just bring my tailbone slightly forward. My palms are facing the screen. So right now, I'm in a really good position to breathe freely and deeply through my nose with an ocean sound. Now, I'm going to bring my left hand out. I'm going to take my right thumb and first finger and wrap up that left wrist, just like this. And then I just bring this hand up. Now I press into my left foot and I bend my right elbow and I start to reach this left hand out to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Now I can pull on that left arm in a rhythmic manner. Link the breath with the movement. I really want to feel that length way down here on that left front hip bone into that left psoas. So it's inhale, bend, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend, exhale, lengthen. So you can use this to create more leverage, to make a more dynamic stretch through this rib cage, through the shoulder girdle. Ocean sound. Man, bring yourself back. Let the hands come down. Just shake them out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Right hand comes forward. Left thumb and first finger wrap up the right wrist. Feet are together. Weights on the heels. Hands come up. Biceps frame the ears. I just reach out to my left. I can use this left arm just to pull open along this entire lateral chain from the armpit down to the hip. Stay with it. Complete that exhale. Pull. And come back up. And then just shake out your hands. So notice you can really get open by using the other arm, the other hand to pull that open. You can get a lot more done in a shorter period of time by creating more leverage with that little wrist grip there. There's lots of different ways to do it. That's just it at a 101 level. Feet together. Bring your hands down to your knees and just bend your knees. The weight down into your heels, sink down to your desired level of sensation. You don't have to kill yourself here. You're just sitting in an imaginary chair. With your feet together like this is great for cyclists, walking. Anytime your feet are underneath you in this particular position, you're going to amplify the majority of the cardio muscles that we use. So you just want to kind of scan that meditatively. What muscles are active right here for me below my hips and above my feet? And just becoming aware of that. So when you need these muscles, they can act accordingly. So if I wanted to add more cardio here, let's just exhale and hold the breath out for 2. Inhale, hold the breath in for 4. Exhale, hold the breath out for 3. Inhale, hold in for 6. Exhale, hold out for 2. Inhale, hold in for 4. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. Bring your elbows down onto your knees. Have your 2 thumbs at the ready. Take the right thumb, close off the right nostril. Inhale up the left nostril and hold the breath in for 2. Release the right nostril. Use the left thumb. Close off the left nostril. Exhale. Hold out for 2. Inhale, right nostril. Hold the breath in for 2. Close off the right nostril. Exhale slowly out the left and hold the breath out for 2. Inhale, left nostril. Hold in for 2. Close off the left, release the right thumb. Exhale right, hold out for 2. Inhale, right nostril, hold in for 2. Close off, release. Exhale, left nostril, hold out for 2. Continue. One more round. You're doing great. On the next inhale, come on up slowly. Hands to the knees. Diaphragm moves down. Straighten those legs and feel that light. Become familiar of that light. It's your best friend. It knows everything. It is extremely healthy. It doesn't even know what failure is. Coming back to your chair. That's a knee opener. Whew. So again, just using your body weight against gravity with pranayama breath control, you can see that we can just incinerate and light up the body. You know, just light it up like a fire very, very quickly. So that's intense. It takes a lot of emotional intelligence and mental clarity to hang in there with that. So congratulations to you guys. Hopefully you can feel how easy it is to breathe right now. So let's just finish this off. Roll the shoulder blades up, back, and down a few rounds. Just really get that visualization of a bicycle chain. This is not easy. And then roll them back and down. Press your feet down. And then what I want to do is, I want to take my hands, I'm going to close off my ears. It's going to be a sound that's going to be prevalent inside my brain. It's going to be the sound of space. And I want to just breathe slowly and focus on that sound and just merge with that sound as you perceive it. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes. If you want to use the ocean sound, great. If you don't want to use it, it's fine. I just want to cut off the external world from my sensory perception, and I want to tune completely into my inner world. And I just want to look around. I just want to listen a little deeper. I want to taste a little deeper inside my mind and body. I want to feel a little bit more of that dynamic neutral energy. So let's try it. You can release your hands out. Just becoming aware of how much energy is inside us. It's like an atomic bomb trying to get to the surface. And how do we get that energy up? How do we get that clarity more on the stage of our mind? It's about breath control. It's about feeling everything in our life, good, bad, or in the middle, as a potential teacher, helper, guide, to get us one more step up that enlightenment ladder that we're all trying to become more aware of. So use your breath, use your heart, use your emotions, use your thoughts, everything for a positive outcome for everything you're trying to achieve in your life today. My name's Eddie Harold. Thanks for watching. And as always, go be great.